What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jermaine, and I'm back with another video. Have y'all seen what's going on in the financial markets, in the stock market today? Yesterday, this week, bro. It's been crazy. If you haven't been up to date, which if you're an investor, I know you know this already, but an army of retail investors, which is pretty much everyday people like me and you, band together and they started investing in these stocks that were being extremely shorted by hedge funds. Hedge funds are big funds with a lot of money, and they invest money for other people. So they make different plays in the stock market so that they can make money for themselves and for others, okay? People that have money invested specifically with them for them to manage. Now, retail investors, people like me and you, band together and they started buying up a stock that a hedge fund had been short on, meaning that the hedge fund put money into this stock hoping that it would go down in value and crash so that they could make money, okay? The retail investors invested a bunch of money in this stock, and even though they started losing money because hedge fund money is way more than money that we can probably put together, they stuck to it. And they stuck it out, and the hedge fund lost pretty much. So the hedge fund lost a bunch of money. Not only that, but the stock, which was GameStop, which was trading at one point, GameStop was trading like a few dollars, $4, $8, and then it started going up. More and more people started buying into it, and the stock eventually hit like 3 something. I think like 330, somewhere between 330 and 350 per share. So it went from being a $4 stock, less than $10, to a $300 and something stock, which is crazy. It's mind blowing. And it shouldn't be. There's no reason for GameStop to be a $300 and some stock. It should really only be like a $10, $12 stock, maybe, tops. So this was completely driven by retail investors. Now, with that being said, they started targeting other companies that were being shorted by hedge funds. This is called a short squeeze, where there's so much money in this stock, and if it doesn't crash, then that money is lost, and they pretty much have to they pretty much have to keep their money invested in this stock, okay, if it doesn't crash, or they lose their money. So with that being said, the value of the stock is going to go up because of that. Also, more and more people are going to invest in it because it's being driven, and it's going to go up in percentage that day because retail investors are investing in it. Hopefully all this makes sense. So, boom. Retail investors were winning in multiple different stocks, okay? GameStop, Nokia, BlackBerry, all these stocks that were being shorted, retail investors were getting involved and driving the value of the stock up, okay? And, you know, if they did it and hung on to it enough, they would make money because these hedge funds they'd be squeezed out pretty much. There was a lot of talk about whether this was legal or illegal for the retailers to do. The question of the legality comes in because you can't, according to the SEC, you can't just manipulate the stock market to drive up a stock, any stock. Nobody can do it. If I like a stock and I say, hey, I like this stock, I think it should be $300. And you like a stock, you say, hey, I like this stock too, I think it should be $300. And a whole army of investors did that, and they drove the stock up to $300. Is that illegal, or is that, you know, your First Amendment right of freedom of speech? So that was the question. Now, today, Robinhood, to my surprise, I didn't even know this until I looked at one of my investments, which is American Airlines, that I've been investing in for months, trying to build out a position because Obviously I think the stock is going to double, at least double over the next year and a half, 2 years. But that's neither here nor there, okay? I look at my investment because they had earnings, right? And I see this on Robinhood. Now, that tells me that something's up. Why can I only sell my stock, but I can't buy more of it? Because my intentions were to go and buy more. Now, I started looking around and I noticed that these stocks that were being heavily invested into by retail investors are no longer available to even look at on Robinhood. Okay? I don't even know if I wasn't invested in American Airlines. I don't know that I could look up American Airlines on Robinhood. Okay? And it's like that with a bunch, at least like 7 stocks. It could be more than that. And Robinhood is saying that they're saying this. Okay? If you look at that, you can see that they're saying due to volatility, they are not allowing these positions to be bought. You can only sell them. Now, here's the issue, and here's why they've been sued already, and here's why my brother's made a complaint, and I'm gonna make a complaint, because if this lawsuit is won on the behalf of retail investors, then that's money, okay, to us, because they should not be doing this. And this is the issue, okay? These hedge funds and investment funds do this all the time. They manipulate the market. They throw in a ton of money into a stock. It shoots up. Other people start buying the stock. They make money. They pull their money out. Other people, the retail investors, are left to hold the bag, okay? For many, many years, this has been looked at as capitalism, the way the game is played. The hedge funds are making money. Retail investors, you get a little bit because you're taking points off the pack pretty much. So, because the hedge fund is the one that's driving the market, okay? But now, when the retail investors are driving the market in these specific stock, now it's an issue. Now it's a volatility issue. Now we have to not be able to buy the stock anymore. I am blown away, and I'm not gonna use the platform of Robinhood anymore. I'm changing brokerages. I would advise anybody else out there that's using Robinhood to change brokerages, because this isn't right. This isn't how you treat the average investor, especially when you're a platform that says that you're there for the average investor, okay? And they're citing volatility whenever volatility is a part of the game, honestly. If you can't handle volatility, then you shouldn't be investing in the stock market. Now, what I will say now is be careful with your investments, because if you're investing in the stock that this army of retail investors are investing in, this could be bad, because if there's something and they get caught up in market manipulation or whatever it's deemed to be illegal, whatever they're doing, then you could lose out on a lot of money. These stocks crashed today, the ones that they were invested in, not American Airlines, because they were, I guess they were just getting started. Honestly, I didn't know that they were targeting American Airlines. I had no idea. But I know like Nokia, BlackBerry, what else? AMC, GameStop, a bunch of different other stocks are now not even accessible on Robinhood. So be careful with the stocks that you invest in. Don't invest for hype, because that could bite you in the end, and you don't want to be caught holding on to the bag. You done bought a stock for $150 that's really a $20 stock, and now not only did you do that, but the stock crashes because whatever they were doing is considered illegal, and you were a part of that. Now, let me also say this. This has happened before, okay? Market manipulation, illegal things happening in the stock market. It's happened before. The SEC has been involved before, where, you know, illegal manipulation and things like that have taken place. And what it caused is it caused a bunch of retail investors like me and you to feel like investing was a scam, and that, you know, they shouldn't be a part of the stock market. Now, I don't want anybody to feel that way, because investing is a huge way to build wealth. Investing in the stock market, investing in real estate, okay? It's even happened before in real estate, between 07 and 09, when, you know, there was a real estate, you know, housing crash, and people were going through bankruptcy with housing and different things like that. And look at the housing market now. So don't be deterred from investing, pretty much is what I'm saying. But just make sure you're making wise investments. But I'm just like, hopefully all that made sense, but I'm just blown away still. I was at work, like, trying to read stuff throughout the day, which I had a really busy day. But it's just crazy, dude. Like, we're living in some weird times right now in the stock market, in our society. It's crazy. But I mean, I'm glad to be experiencing it. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm thankful that I'm even investing. I'm thankful that I even have the knowledge, you know. I even know about this stuff because I am an investor. And I actually made money with my investment in American Airlines, although I cannot currently buy any more shares, which is a bummer, because I was trying to build up my position to 100 shares, at least 100 shares. So, I mean, be mindful of what you're invested in. Be mindful of, you know, the legalities of investing. Do not stop investing just because these things are taking place. Don't feel like investing is a scam. This is not gambling. That's why I'm saying, like, don't play into the hype. Don't invest just because the stock's going up. Do your analysis, do your research. Invest because you feel like it's a good investment that you want to stick, you know, you want to stick your money there and, you know, be able to watch it grow over time. So that's all I got. Let me know what y'all think. I'm curious, man. Like, how did this affect y'all? What do y'all think about it? Like, it's just mind-blowing. I feel like we're getting played. This is outrageous. This is ridiculous. But let me know what y'all think. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.